players? It is Thursday the 22nd of May 2014. I am Jim as usual, and I'm joined by the handsome, sexy little fucker Billy Fletcher.
What's up, guys?
Billy Fletcher, talk to me about movie news.
We've got so much. We missed last week, so we've got a lot to catch up on, haven't we?
Why did we miss last week? What were we doing?
What were we doing?
Vegas!
Something really important.
No. What was it?
We had a business trip.
Business trip to Vegas.
Really important. Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
We were on the Star Wars set.
Yep.
No, we weren't. We were not officially on the Star Wars set.
You can tell them what we were doing. We were filming Star Wars.
Yeah. Secretly.
Spoiler alert, we're in Star Wars. Okay.
Let's get involved with Batman. So much Batman news this week.
Talk to me about Ben Affleck's bulging biceps in his Bat costume.
Oh, he's so ripped, isn't he? He's so ripped for Batman this time.
God damn, that's a muscle suit and a half.
It's like Henry Cavill's suit, but in black, with
more muscle.
More muscle.
Ben Affleck has a physique of an average 40-year-old male, and he puts on this muscle suit, and it's like an Arnold Schwarzenegger bodysuit. It's ridiculous. It's amazing though. It's the best Batman suit I've ever seen.
It is literally my favourite Batman suit, without any doubt.
I'm saying it. I'm agreeing. It's better than Bale's. Better than Bale's.
So a little bit of background on that. It came up on Twitter from Zack Snyder. He put a teaser out the day before.
Schneider again.
Schneider. Wesley Schneider.
Wesley Schneider plays for, who is it, Galatasaray?
Can you pronounce it for me, right?
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder put up a tweet the other day.
Say Zack Snyder and then Wesley Schneider.
Schneider. It's not Wesley Schneider.
Just call him Wesley Schneider from now, director of Star Wars.
Wesley Schneider, director of Star Trek. Right, I digress. Tweeted photograph, Batmobile teaser.
Yep.
Day later, Ben Affleck, Batsuit, more of the Batmobile. So let's kick off. We've done a bit on the suit. What's special about the suit? We've got the shorter ears. We've got the black cowl, black
eyes.
cape, big logo. I love the big logo.
Big logo. Massive muscles.
Reported yellow utility belt, and it all screams to one influence: Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, which is one of my favourite comic books.
My favourite of all time. And I've read 4. No, I mean I've read 4. As in 4. I'm getting out. I've literally read 4 comics.
You hammered that joke.
Oh!
So, yeah, that's literally amazing. The suit looks fantastic. And if it alludes to anything, we can only hope that Batman vs Superman will go into the title in a minute.
Yeah. Just say it.
Could
Just say it.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to peek too soon.
Return of the Penguin. Just say it. You can say it. Danny DeVito's like, I'm back. What the fuck? What's going on? It's a gritty take on Penguin. Penguin's got a muscle suit. He's got the muscliest flippers you've ever seen. He's got his little hat. Danny DeVito's bald as fuck.
Cobblepot returns.
It's brilliant. Go on, just say it. Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice. Batman vs Superman. Dawn of Justice.
Now that is a mouthful.
It is, but if we've learned anything from the recent trends of superhero films, you are not a superhero film unless you've got a colon in the title.
Yep.
We know that. Avengers Age of Ultron.
Captain America the Winter Soldier.
They all have to have a colon nowadays, so...
Catwoman and the Search for Cobblepot. Right?
The search for credibility.
Batmobile as well. Got to talk about that. It looks unbelievable.
I love it. It's literally if the Tumblr and Val Kilmer's Batmobile met and fucked. This is the Batmobile that they would create.
I think it's perfect.
It looks amazing. It's got a little bat fin. It's got big all-terrain wheels. Big bat alloys. It's got a bat bonnet.
Yep. It's got
smooth
a bat spoiler.
Small bat windshield.
The bat spoiler.
It's got everything you want.
It's got bat leather upholstery.
Oh, it looks small. I don't even think Ben Affleck can fit in that thing.
To be fair, Ben Affleck is just like 5'9", isn't he? He's
I'm
not
well
big.
I'm in love with him a little
bit. With that
bit.
muscle suit, I don't think he'll be getting in.
It'll be
I think he has to get out of the muscle suit before he gets in the Batmobile.
Cavill's got to up his game. He was big in
Everyone forgets about that wiener. He's got no chance. What the fuck's he gonna do? He can't act.
I hope he beats the shit out of him.
When he was dead emo in the other one, what's he gonna do? Oh, I'm so emo. Yeah, I massacred about 300,000 people at the end of the last film. Batman's gonna kill him.
He's gonna kick his ass. But if we can sort of take anything from what the Batsuit looks like, we can only hope that Dark Knight Returns influences the story as well.
Yep.
Like, if they take any plot line like that, like we know, this is something we know, ladies and gentlemen, is that there is going to be another Batsuit, at least one more.
Yep.
And we can only expect that to be an armoured suit.
I'm just saying it, bathing suit.
Bathing Batsuit.
There's a beach scene.
There's a beach bat scene. Still a cowl and
What's
a cape.
the point in working out so much if you're not going to
Still a
beach
cape
scene?
and a cowl.
Oh, of course.
You've got to protect the identity.
Don't be ridiculous.
For those you love, you have to protect your identity.
And get horrendous sunstroke.
So, we're going to get an armoured suit, I reckon.
Yep.
For the fight scene, the big fight scene. If you want to know what we want it to be like, just read Dark Knight Returns.
Yep. There's
That
a line
fight
in
scene's
that.
amazing.
There's a line. Is it Dark Knight Returns where there's a line about when Batman beats
I want
Clark?
you to remember, Clark.
I beat you.
My hand's at your throat, bitch. Something like that.
You fucking cocksucker.
You cocksucker.
I'm a fucking Boston Batman. Me and Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, Aquaman.
I'm gonna take you to school, Superman, and then Goodwill Hunting's gonna teach you some maths.
If we get anything from this plotline, we want Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's gonna
How's
turn
Matt
up
Damon?
as Cobblepot handler.
You love Cobblepot tonight.
Cobblepot. I'm
Okay,
a sucker for Cobblepot. Right, moving on.
let's bit of Star Wars.
Okay.
JJ Abrams. We're not on first name terms, all of us, but
Nope.
JJ Abrams has put out a new video.
Not Wesley Snyder.
Not Wesley Snyder. I can't even say Wesley anymore.
Wesley.
Wesley Snyder.
Wesley.
Right, so yeah, JJ put a video out. A lot of exciting things in this video, but the primary objective of this video was to promote Force for Change,
Yep.
which is a new Disney Star Wars initiative to raise money for UNICEF, which is amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it? And I bought 100 tickets for $1,000.
Well worth it.
I could be in Star Wars.
Please tell me with you. They do 2 people. If you take Lauren, I'll be furious.
I'm not taking you.
Why wouldn't you take me?
Because you're better looking than me. I want the screen time.
We'd be under makeup.
Fuck,
Come
they're
on.
not going to put makeup on that. That's fucking prime real estate in Hollywood.
Hey, John Boyega, you're really great, but this guy...
With me, they'd look at my nose and think, we don't need the prosthetics. He's ready. He's ready. You can be fucking cocknose from the hanger in the first hour.
We said we'd put the makeup on you, bro. You didn't need to bring it yourself.
Ah, you're already prepared.
You meet Carrie Fisher.
And you've
she
even
keel
got a
over.
comedy mustache on. Oh god. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And also we got to see the first character or even extra from the new films, and this little guy's got a little basket on his back and he
Yeah.
walks in and it's amazing and it's a puppet.
Beautiful
and it's,
practical effects.
yeah, it's practical and it looks like something from the original films, and I felt in love instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, oh my god, this is real. It's a real little funny little alien that is going to be in my head forever
Yeah.
now. That's it.
It's
I'm
exactly
so
what we
happy.
wanted. We couldn't have asked for more really from that. It's we wanted practical effects and JJ's giving it to us.
And it showed a Tatooine market scene.
Yeah, they're in Abu Dhabi, so
Abu
they're doing
Dhabi. Didn't
Abu Dhabi.
Diaby play for Arsenal?
Abu Dhabi.
Diaby did play for Arsenal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Are you just seriously looking at... you just saying Premier League footballer names? Yeah, they're in Thierry Henry filming.
We're coming out of the football season, so the next few podcasts should be alright.
Yeah.
Oh, it's World Cup though. That's going to be even worse.
Fuck me, we need to do a World Cup podcast.
If there's a claim for it, we'll do one.
Right.
So, yeah, we've got practical effects, we've got
Relocations.
Star Wars in production right now.
Filming
This
now.
very minute, they are filming Star Wars Episode 7.
Right now, do you know what that means? George Lucas is chained up in a corner at his ranch.
Stop giving us ideas,
So
George.
stay in the fucking corner, George Lucas. But I've got some ideas. Fuck off,
We've
George
had enough
Lucas.
of your ideas, George.
Don't let me get the sprayer. It's like a bad dog, innit?
George. No.
No, George Lucas. Right. Oh, Terminator. We talk about Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm well
my
excited.
god.
I'm getting more and more excited for Terminator, but it's only setting me up for a big fall. You know what I've just seen on your desktop here?
What?
Look at these pictures, your mugshots from
yeah.
when you did the casting for Star
Oh yeah.
Wars.
Oh yeah. I applied to be an extra in Star Wars.
I've
too.
just busted you.
Shit.
Did you shave for that?
It was when I was growing. It was when I shaved and I looked like a 9-year-old.
That's great.
So I use that to show my range as an actor, because I've got a big nose and a beard in that one, and I've got a big nose and no beard in that one.
That's more range than Nick Cage.
Basically, I'm the guy from Predators. What's he called again? Adrian Brody. I've got that much versatility I can be Jewish with a beard, Jewish without a beard.
Star on the rise.
And I'm not even
ladies and
Jewish.
gentlemen.
I'm not even Jewish. That's how good I am. I'm seamless.
That is outrageous.
They call
I'm
me a
excited.
chameleon at acting school. They do.
Because you've a lizard-like skin. Or...
No, because I just like stick my tongue out over everything. Yeah, Terminator. We got to see Arnie's body. He was promoting Expendables 3 at Cannes, and they had a big hoo-ha about that.
Rolled in a tank.
Yeah, and we got to see Arnie's body when he was sunbathing, and for a 66-year-old man, he looks fucking good.
He looks amazing.
He looks pretty buff. He's got a bit of a flabby gut, but I can live with that.
Yeah, as long as it's thighs and arms. That's all you really need. He's going to be wearing a t-shirt. He'll probably wearing his leather jacket. So all you really need is size and his arms when
He
they
looks
pop out.
fantastic. So I'm really happy about that. And we reckon we've stumbled onto a bit of news which has come from an unnamed source. We've got to keep secret, but we think that Emilia Clarke is going to play Sarah Connor, which we already know, but in spoiler alert by everybody, in Terminator 1.
Yeah.
As in, the movie will...
1984.
Yeah.
Is it 84?
Yeah, in 1984, she will play the young Lynn Hamilton. I think as soon as the first film ends, it'll take off with her.
Yeah.
And someone will go back and something will happen. And we've heard a lot of rumours, and the set pictures all show the 1984 cop car exactly the same, everything.
Here we go, Lauren.
Oh my god, Lauren.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have trained our beagle. It's interrupting news for the podcast.
Lauren, come and tell the listeners what you've just done. Come on.
Tell everyone.
Trained beagle to sit with just a hand gesture.
No
Isn't that
words.
amazing? Breaking news, my dog can sit.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren.
So, yeah, you got the same cop cars
Yeah,
with the same register numbers.
yeah. Everything
Got
the
a
same.
I don't know if it's the same car. I'd have to rewatch Terminator again, but I think it's a very similar road car.
It's been made to look the same.
Yeah, it's alluding to it.
The car that the escaping.
And you were also saying Emilia Clarke just looks just like Linda Hamilton.
She's a
anyway.
spitting image of a young Linda Hamilton. It's crazy.
So
I
we
mean,
know
Linda Hamilton is a babe, and she gets her tits out in the first Terminator, so we could see more boob.
Emilia Clarke, she doesn't like it anymore.
Well,
she
you
was
know
well
what?
game a few years ago, but she's lost
When
it.
Arnie's on set and the blood's pumping through them biceps.
Tell me about it, I've been there.
Come on, Emilia. Come on. Linda got out the boobies for me. Come on.
That was
I've
a
seen
voice
you in-
clip, by the way,
I've
ladies
seen
and
you in
gentlemen.
Game of Thrones.
Phones.
Oh, you were fantastic with the boobies and the dragons. And, it's amazing. Oh, here we go. Terminator. Genesis. Fantastic.
Thank you, Arnold.
Wow, thanks Arnold. He's just jetted in and he's left straight away. That's
Yeah.
my only impression, by the way.
That was enough. We don't need any more.
Thank you.
While we're on Terminator, I wasn't going to put this in the podcast, but I stumbled across something today which is quite interesting. You might like it. You've probably not seen it yet.
Okay.
And again, an unnamed source, I'm not going to name it here, but actually reported that we're going to be introduced, like basically the first scene of the film. And this source has reported it and said that the first shot is going to be Arnold from Terminator going in, getting his clothes and stuff. Literally a reshoot of that film.
Yeah.
And then old Arnold, current day Arnold, beard, blah blah blah, is going to come in aged as shit, and that's when we're going to realise that there's two Arnolds in the same time frame.
Oh
and
my
that's going to be
God.
how the film opens.
Old
Allegedly.
Arnold naked too as well.
I don't know if he's going to be naked
Because we've also seen Terminator 1 with Arnie's giant cock.
We're gonna
He's
have
walking along.
as long as we've got
I don't
giant
think I can
shadow
handle
cock.
that. I can't handle two Arnie cocks.
Oh,
It's part of my contract. I demand my penis is in the movie.
we all want a nude scene. Let's be honest.
I told that bitch from Game of Thrones, expect to see Arnold's oak. I want to plant my seed. If Arnie's going to plant his seed, you got no chance. Right, I think we should move on.
Let's move on. That's enough for one evening on Terminator.
Carl
Let's do
Urban.
a quick fire over the next few things.
Let's do a click fire. Let's do that.
Click fire. Carl Urban has urged Dredd fans to kickstart Dredd 2. He wants it to happen. There's a few producers who are looking at it. There's a few writers saying about taking up a story towards the end of the year. But Carl Urban is willing fans to get a Kickstarter going to fund a Dredd 2. Now,
I'm up for
I
that.
want a Dredd 2.
Me too.
So much. Like, I love the first film. It had so much potential. It's set up for new films anyway. But crowdfunding, 30-40 million budget they're going to need.
Yeah, but they did that with Veronica Mars.
I know the budget was nowhere near as big, was it?
True.
It'd be a good gesture and indicator to studios to show that the audience
I
is
know what
there.
they should do though. I've heard the story. You know what they're gonna do.
Go, tell our readers.
It's kind of like Terminator because it's gonna start off with Judge Dredd, Carl Urban walking down the street. Then out of nowhere, time travel Stallone Judge Dredd comes in, and then they have a bit of back and forth. And Dredd's like, "Who are you?" And Stallone's like, "I am the lurr." And then Carl Urban's like, "No, you're not, mate. I am the lurr." And then Stallone's like, "No, seriously, I am the lurr." There's a bit of back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, that's 90% of the script.
Who would have known
Back
that
and
we'd
forth
have
banter.
Arnold and Sylvester Stallone in the podcast studio tonight?
I know.
Who knew?
What
We've been so
amazing-
lucky.
What amazing guests.
We fight over that.
But
Hugh
basically-
Jackman. let's leave that there.
I can't do Hugh Jackman.
No one wants you to do Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman has said that he would love Wolverine to join the Avengers. In our heart of hearts, we know it's never going to happen. Maybe in 20 years' time when the superhero industry is on a decline.
Hugh
But for
Jackman,
now,
I'd
it's
love
not
it if I
happening.
could be lowered onto the toilet every day.
No.
Do you know what? We can't all have what we want.
Can't have
Hugh
what you
Jackman.
want, Hugh Jackman.
I would love it if I had a tap in my kitchen and it just poured Coca-Cola out of it.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
I'd love that. Just like he'd love to
Can
be
we
in
put that on business expenses, maybe?
Maybe. But,
Let's look into that.
you know, he needs to learn, Hugh Jackman, that just because he's amazing and loved by everyone and ripped, but he can't have everything he wants.
Personal message to Hugh Jackman. Don't be a bitch about it.
Yeah, just get
We
the
all
fuck
like
over-
you, man, but
Get the
just
fuck
take it
over it,
easy.
mate. We all want stuff. Oh, mate, I want to be... I'm not going to do
Don't.
that.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman needs to leave this
Get out,
studio.
Hugh Jackman. Okay, moving on to something else we're disappointed about. Expendables 3 being a PG-13.
Shit.
We watched Expendables 2 last night, and we were looking at all the scenes, all the, like, Jason Statham throwing knives at people's throats. We're not going to get any of that.
How funny is Expendables 2?
I love it. I absolutely love
I had
that
the time of my life. Everything about it is so fun. And do you want to know what? In the interviews at Cannes, they were saying that they got it wrong and it was too inside and it was too funny.
No,
It's like,
bullshit.
no, it's what we want. The first film was so shit, it made me sick, and I'm the biggest Arnie and Stallone fan and
Are you?
Dolph Lundgren.
I don't
Come
think
on.
our readers have understood that yet.
PG-13 though. PG-13.
It worries me, but we shouldn't worry. I suppose we shouldn't worry too much because
No, we should worry.
every Expendables film so far has originally been a PG-13, and then a few months before the release they've put it up to an R.
I guess it
Could still happen.
There'll be no CGI blood this time. I can live without that.
I want references from older action films. I want bloody, gory,
I
killing
want Hulk
shots.
Hogan. I just want a secret Hulk Hogan cameo. I don't give a shit
That's
about
4.
anything else.
That's 4. We're not going to get it in this one. Definitely
Oh,
not.
come on, Hulkster. There's still time, bro. He needs to storm that editing room.
I'm gonna get over that before we get a Hulk Hogan impression. So Channing Tatum confirmed as Gambit for X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh man, he's so hot.
That's cool. He's so hard bad now. Channing
I wonder
Tatum.
how he got that job because he's so hot.
Yeah, I think that
He's got the abs
I think people saw him with Danny McBride in This Is the End and thought
with his butt out.
we can tame Channing Tatum.
I actually quite like him. You know, I think he's pretty funny.
I'm a fan. I love Jump Street.
Yeah, I don't think he's that buff though.
Yeah, he's buff enough. He's buff enough to be a superhero.
Maybe.
Look at the guys.
Gambit's that one with cards, isn't he?
Yeah.
Plays bridge a lot.
Yeah.
21. Jackpot.
He's absolutely
Jackpot? What the fuck's jackpot?
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
So yeah, I think that could be
Jackpot.
interesting.
Jackpot. That should be his catchphrase. And he comes to him, Jackpot. I knew you'd say that, Gambit, you little fucker. What?
That's a recommendation to 20th Century Fox. Get a line in the film. Jackpot.
Oh my god.
Copyright. Movie cricket.
I got a royal flush.
Oh god.
Does he even gamble? Or does he just throw cards?
I'm taking a gamble doing this podcast.
Oh!
Right. Let's bring things to a close with Godzilla.
Is this the review? Oh, the review.
You know what?
Right, I think you should start by saying that you watched the review and had an opinion as a family man, like you are.
We've written 2 different reviews. We went to see the film on the opening night, and I came straight back. I got a review up, and I was initially really excited by Godzilla. I thought, yeah, the spectacle's great. The you know, the characters aren't that full, but I didn't really care. I don't see Godzilla doing fighting, and I don't know. I got overcome by the spectacle.
Yeah.
And I kind of got tricked into giving it a better review than it deserved in my boy naivety.
Yeah, you were excited.
I was, because I love Godzilla. I love the myth. I love everything about it. And then we went to see it in the IMAX, didn't we? Because we saw a video from Gareth Edwards, and he was recommending seeing it in IMAX. So.
Basically, I'm a cynical old bastard. We watched it again the day after, a couple of days later, and I thought it was rubbish. I thought it was just so average.
Yeah.
So average. I actually couldn't believe how. I mean, Monsters didn't have that much action in, you know, the film which got him on the map, but it had a really good human story, and it was easy to watch. It was nice, and when the monsters came, it paid off. And he did the same thing with this, but this is Godzilla.
Yeah.
I didn't pay £9 to go to the IMAX.
£14 each.
Sorry, £14.
£14 each, ladies and gentlemen.
£14 to see Godzilla start to have a fight, and then it cut to a news clip, not showing me what I'm going to be watching.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I didn't pay £14 to watch Kick-Ass, the little guy from Kick-Ass, pretend he was in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. You're going to be a dad. You look 15.
There were so many... We just picked so many flaws out in the end, didn't we? And it ruined the film. It was a soldier film.
Yeah, it was a war film, but it wasn't a war film. What frustrated me more is, what I said straight after, is you've got a main hero who's a father, and he's got a complicated relationship with his own father, which is the catalyst for the story kicking off. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert, sorry, I apologise. Bryan Cranston knows what's happened, and he's onto it. The government concealing Godzilla and the giant monsters that are in the world, and his wife's killed 15 years earlier, and he knows what's going on. And meanwhile, his son's like living in America, and he's in the army, and he's a bomb disposal guy. What a coincidence!
The only one that can defuse this
bomb.
God,
and the only bomb disposal guy in the world. Anyway, and he's got a strange relationship with his dad. And he reluctantly goes to bail him out of prison after he got caught sneaking in somewhere. Whatever. His dad dies. I've already said spoiler, I can say that. His dad dies, and he doesn't seem to affect anything he does. He's not really mentioned after that. And there's a scene which is interesting, just after his dad's died, where he's on a train with a little kid, yeah? Mm-hmm. Bear in mind, he's got a kid of the same age himself, and he saves the kid. Instinctively, he saves the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah? And he's looking after the kid, and then he gets reunited with his parents. Now, for a character arc, it would have been far more interesting if the little kid died and he was heroically trying to save him against the odds. Then that gives him more emphasis as a character to get home and save his own family.
Yeah.
So you've just got a two-dimensional hero who.
Could you imagine the follow-up scene as well, where he's in the camp and those kids' parents come over to him, and he's like, "Where's my kid?" And they're like, "I'm sorry, your kid died." Imagine that scene.
Missed opportunity.
He'd have actually been able to act.
Skipping
back a little bit, let's talk about Bryan Cranston. Again, spoiler alert.
Amazing.
He dies in the film. What the fuck? Why would you get Bryan Cranston in your film and then kill him off?
He's in trailer 90% of the time.
They sell him like the main character in that film, and I am disgusted. I feel like throwing up on Godzilla right now.
If there's not an deleted scene where he wakes up from a meth binge with Jesse. Jesse, I saw Godzilla, this shit's good.
You know what? Like, that scene when he's in the cell and he's talking about his wife getting killed and giving his son back, and he's shouting. That is the only bit in the film which I sort of got goosebumps at. I was loving that scene, and he was Bryan Cranston is unbelievable.
I think he's got a first 20 minutes to half an hour that's amazing.
Yeah, it sets up fantastic. We were also saying like the scale at the start when they're in the skeleton underground.
That's amazing.
Great. Like, for that, I got really excited, and then it just really bottomed after that, didn't it? Like,
reminded me of Prometheus, you know, like where you see something so otherworldly.
Yeah.
Like this giant Godzilla underground, dead, and you're in its ribs, and it's like a cave.
It was awe-inspiring. It looked great.
Good.
But then we got to the city, and they were grappling around buildings, and I just think they bottled it. Every opportunity they had to have him a really good fight, a punch to the fucking face, and they just didn't do it.
Pacific Rim showed me that a man in a giant mech suit can punch a giant crab in its head with rocket arm punches and samurai sword action and plasma cannon recoil. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so excited. And at one point, he picks up a ship and hits him like a baseball bat.
Oh God, yeah.
That is so much fun. And I think that they just went so serious with Godzilla. Oh, what's more stupid is the plot offended me. It was so dumb. I know it's just a summer action film, but there's these baddies. What were they called again? Mugatus?
Mutu.
Mugatus.
Mutu.
Who's Mugatu? Is that from Zoolander?
Yeah. Mugatu.
Oh my god,
It's so hard
right now. Mugatu, I'm just going to call him Mugatu. The Mugatus, they feed off nuclear waste, yeah? Nuclear energy. US Army's like, we need to kill them with nuclear bombs. We need 8 men to guard this nuclear bomb train, armed with pea shooters. It's like, come on, man. That's the food. Don't give him food. Bury it underground. Hide it from him.
It's like
They're going to
attacking
get
a dog
bigger.
with a chicken.
Jesus. It's like attacking a dog with dog food. It's just like, with steroids in it. Dog steroids. Fucking hell. And then they just eat it. And what pisses me off more is the US government knows that Godzilla's a goodie because the scientist says, yeah, there's a Godzilla. He's gonna...
Godzilla?
He's heard the chat. Godzilla.
Godzilla?
That dramatic turn to camera.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. God. You'll get paid so much for that.
Ken Watanabe, baby.
Bless you. Sorry, Billy just sneezed. I think I had a fit. Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe.
Anyway, what we're saying... Yeah, the US military are like following Godzilla.
Oh, it's my favourite scene.
To America, like with boats, and it's amazing. You're like, oh my god, it's like humans and Godzilla
Teaming
together.
up.
Bear in mind, Godzilla's just been sleeping for 50 years or something under the sea.
50 billion years.
Just like, just waiting for something to kill. Saviour of humankind.
Feeding off the core.
Yeah. And then they're following Godzilla, and they know that he's not attacking humans because they're following him. And as soon as he pops his head up, everyone attacks him.
All hell breaks loose.
Everyone shoots him. Every fucking tank and fucking... Oh, it's so... And
I love how he
still
uses
doesn't
delicate
react.
little hands to hold the bridge. He hits the bridge and snaps the cable and then holds it for a while and puts it down carefully. Godzilla's a fucking sweetheart.
He's a babe. He's
Also, he's fantastic at sneaking.
Oh my god.
If he was on Skyrim, he's above a 90 on his sneak.
How many times did Godzilla sneak up on someone?
Honestly, that's final scene when that Mugatu is staring down on Aaron Taylor Johnson. What's his name in it?
Kick-Ass. It's called Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Who gives a shit?
Staring down on him, and he's looking at this little ant on the floor, and he's like, You killed my babies.
Oh no, you've got to go back when Kick-Ass burns all the eggs.
We'll go back to that. Let's just talk about Sneaky Godzilla.
Alright, yeah.
So, Sneaky Godzilla, like, he's bigger than a building. He's bigger than this Mugatu.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, you just see this rocket punch from behind from Mugatu. Then he fires blue jizz flame down his throat and rips his head off.
Yay!
Didn't hear anything. He's in water. He's massive, and you didn't even hear any rumbles.
There wasn't even a wave.
There was nothing.
Even the seagulls didn't move.
This is my problem with Godzilla, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's no idea of scale in this film. Like, every time that something big happens, no one fucking notices. Like, they're in that forest, and the Mugatu's eating this submarine that's just sat there.
In a tree.
And he's above the trees eating this nuclear waste. He's massive. He's knocking trees over.
Yeah.
And this little recon group are walking right at his feet. And they don't see him until it drops something on him.
It's mental.
Like, how do they not notice? And then they go to that nuclear waste camp, and one of the doors has been ripped out from behind by a fucking Godzilla thing.
Yeah.
And no one's heard it. No one's seen this massive trail leading to the sea. No one heard any of that.
It's ridiculous.
Like, it just does not. It doesn't make sense all the way through.
It tries its best though to give us science that makes sense, but it doesn't add up.
Let them fight. That's the best the science gets in this film.
But let's kind of fight Godzilla too, even though he's probably good.
But he's a hero. He killed millions of people. Every step he took out of that city at the end.
He's standing on a
He's
fucking church.
100 people
orphanage.
dead. People praying in a church. He's just killed them all. And the news is saying Godzilla, king of monsters. He's a hero.
King of humanity.
He's killed your news reporter. Let's report in live.
We've got a reporter on the ground. I'm reporting from trodden
He's
up.
dead now. But thank you, Godzilla.
You saved us, Godzilla.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. You just saw Godzilla's foot. And that's it. That's how this film represents itself. It
And
has
how does
no
it
idea.
end? Is it an anticlimax?
Oh,
It
it
just shows him go
slumps.
underwater.
Oh, God. Sequel. We already know there's going to be a sequel.
Or how many
Warner
times?
have already
How many
commissioned a
times does he
sequel.
die?
Is it
Two?
Two times he
Two
dies.
times he dies.
But never once did you think that he was not going to get back up.
And he never takes damage. Like when you look at him, he cut or
He
bleed.
needs a health bar. Godzilla needed a health bar in that film.
He's cheating. I think it's like, you know, in Halo when you get hit and you just crouch behind a rocket and your shield regenerates. Like,
I think he's got a little priest underneath him with a revive spell.
yeah, I
That's
think he's
what's
just
going
got his dual wielding magic. That's why he's got his little hands. He's like,
His little Godzilla hands are so cute.
it's gonna be Skyrim magic. Overall, though, I think if you're going with no expectations of anything too much, and if you're young, like 12 to about 15, 16,
Yeah.
I think maybe you'll enjoy it. But I think even if you're like young and 12 to 16 and you're kind of intelligent and you know about film and story, I think you'll be disappointed.
Well, you've just summarised the problem because it sets itself up to be a serious film.
Yeah.
It represents itself as this real telling of a Godzilla myth, but with references to the old films where Godzilla's the bit of a hero, the anti-hero. But it doesn't do it at the end of the day. Like every single scientific thing it tries to set up, it's just bollocks.
I think
Like,
the facts.
let's feed them nuclear waste to make them stronger. They get stronger from eating that shit.
Let's kill him with the nuclear
Just-
bomb. That's also the food.
And they bait them into the middle of a city. If they're going to bait them anywhere, just take them to the middle of the ocean if they're going to follow the nuclear bombs anyway.
It's just
It's just
silly,
no-
isn't it? And it's silly though. No, but can we talk about the egg bit now?
Yeah, let's.
Because in
let's
every
finish
monster
on
film, they've got to lay eggs.
that. Not my eggs.
What's the thing that everyone hated about Godzilla in 1997? Eggs.
Bursting eggs.
So we're not going to be anything like Godzilla. Actually, we're going to lay eggs.
I was terrified when I saw those eggs.
I was like, shit's going
I
down
honestly
here, man.
thought that they were going to hatch, and that was going to be how that film was going to end.
Yeah,
I would have
nuclear-
walked out.
It would have been a brutal ending. But I mean, the scale of this Mugatu. How big is he?
He's a 20, 30, 40 floor guy.
He's big, right? And Aaron Kick-Ass Taylor,
Don't look at me.
hit girl,
Hit girl.
hit girl, hit boy, hit man.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver blows up the little eggs and he's just kind of slumped on the floor.
Yeah.
And Mugatu comes over like, no, my babies! Oh, my
Roots.
babies are burning! Oh, this is terrible! Best actor in the film, by
They
the
should
way.
have popped like in District 9.
Yeah.
You hear the pop?
One should have squealed like, Mommy! And you should have cried like, no! But that is the best actor in the film when that
It
Mugatu is just like, no!
It is.
And it looks around, it just amazing acting, and then it notices him on the floor. Bear in mind, he'd be the size of an ant.
Yeah.
This is a city full of dust, flames, another Godzilla. Everything's kicking off. There's army guys everywhere. This is mental. Notices him on the floor and goes, you did this to my eggs. Why did you do this? It's mental.
It is. That's my favourite bit of the film.
It's mental. I laughed out loud at that. And what was the scariest moment of the film?
Oh, Birdzilla.
A bird flies into a window.
I was scared at that second.
I shit my pants.
I didn't know what that was. Oh, that was in the that was on that monorail thing, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. Oh, what would you rate it out of 10 then? Because I know that now you saw it again.
The first time I saw it,
You really
I gave
liked
it an
it.
8.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it is still a 6. It's nothing worse than a 6 because it still looks great. Like the moment you do see the Mugatu and Godzilla
You get your
actually
money. You
fighting,
get your money's worth visually.
the buildings tumbling. Like I do think they kind of cop out a little bit on the visuals with
The dust.
the idea of dust and smoke. Like I know they're trying to be realistic but that is an illusion. Like basically they're just not spending the money to make them look that good, and they're just throwing fucking smoke in front of them to cover it up. That's the reality. But it looks realistic. It looks good. It's still not on par with Pacific Rim though.
No,
Pacific Rim
it's not even
looks,
close.
and it's a better film. It knows what it wants to be.
Pacific
Godzilla
Rim
doesn't
looks
do it.
better. It's got a human story which is amazing and actually nearly made me cry with the little girl and the
That moment
you know,
is
in
amazing.
the alleyway.
That is amazing.
unbelievable
The little
acting. Unbelievable acting. Oh, it's just an amazing film. Anyone who don't like Pacific Rim is just mental.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It's so fun. People who say it's silly. Yes, it's about monsters that come out of the sea and have fights with robots.
If you're a man and you can't enjoy Pacific Rim,
Something wrong with you. In fact, I think if you're a person,
yeah,
I'm just going to say, if you're a human being and you're not scared at the thought of monsters coming out of a crack in the earth
we feel sorry
killing
for
you
you.
and taking everything you hold dear and stomping on it,
And you know what? Pacific Rim didn't do?
What?
Eggs.
Yeah, it didn't need eggs.
Didn't fucking do eggs.
Do you want to know what Pacific Rim did though? Comedy.
Comedy.
It had an arc. Everyone had an arc. It was just really well written.
Oh, it did do eggs. I'm lying, ladies and gentlemen.
Did it do
In
eggs?
that thing's stomach.
Oh, the little baby came
Yeah,
out.
we had a baby.
Yeah, but that was it.
There were no laid eggs. There was a baby Pacific
That
Rim
weren't like
kaiju.
oh my god, that was just like, oh shit, it also laid a little
fact,
baby came out.
You might be able to help me clear something up, right?
What?
While Godzilla's been chatting about and stuff, I've heard a lot of people refer to these monsters, not Pacific Rim, just like the kaiju, but as kaijus. Is that a bigger term, or is that something that people are taking from Pacific Rim?
No, that's the Japanese term for monsters. In
Is it really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So like,
see, now I know that.
Godzilla's a kaiju, and he fights other kaijus.
That's brilliant.
So that's just like, I think it was in Metal Gear Solid 2, but yeah, that's just like, because we've not seen many Godzilla films because we're from England.
I'm learning something every day.
But in Japan, they love him. There's loads.
We are going to watch that Godzilla versus Godzilla though.
Godzilla versus Godzilla.
That looks really funny.
I want to start watching them all now. I love the practical effects. I've been looking into them and they just look incredible. I just love practical effects. I'm a sucker for practical effects. We want the practical effects, sucker.
And it was going to happen. We were going to get more. Forget it.
Just admit it. Godzilla is an average film.
Yeah.
That has made a load of money, which makes me feel
it's already the biggest opening of the year.
That's mental.
I know.
That's mental.
That's bigger than Spider-Man. X-Men's open today. We'll see how that does this weekend, but I can't see it making more than, what was it, 200 million worldwide over the weekend.
Thing is though, when you see that poster of Godzilla and he's bigger than all buildings, twice the size, you're like, oh my god. And then he's not.
Let's close on that exact scene then. Godzilla smashes the smaller Mugatu into the building.
Yeah.
And then the building somehow falls on Godzilla. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure like seconds before that he's taller than that building.
Yeah.
How the hell is a building falling on Godzilla and crushing him?
That first time you see him when he's about to fight and the camera pans up, you're like, he is unbelievably massive.
He's massive. And
ridiculous.
He's taller than any building in that fucking city. Also, it is San Francisco, right?
Do you know what?
That's what they keep calling it. Did you see a single landmark?
I couldn't tell where it was filmed, like.
No, I couldn't.
I couldn't tell, like.
Maybe people from San Francisco can help us clear that up, because I didn't see anything that made me think, yeah, that's San Francisco.
That's it, I've been there. I'd expect to see Alcatraz, trod on Alcatraz. And then the bridge. On a tram. The bridge, yeah, that's a landmark. Yeah, that's a landmark. City-wise, I didn't see much, but I think that's what you want. I think the director might have thought that'd be cliche, but I love stuff like that.
No, you need to know.
I want to see famous shit get blown up.
It gives it locality, doesn't it? Like, you recognise things.
Roland Emmerich made a career on blowing up New York.
Oh, God.
Like, how else can I blow up New York? Tidal wave, monster, aliens, carpenters.